Eclipses. An eclipse happens between at least three celestial objects. When one goes directly between the other two, partially or fully blocking out the outer two objects from each other. For us, the moon can pass in front of the sun, or the earth can block out the sun to the moon.
A solar eclipse happens when the moon is positioned between the sun and the earth, casting a shadow over Earth. A solar eclipse typically occurs once to twice a year somewhere on Earth, and takes around 400 years for it to happen in the same place twice. There are three types of solar eclipses: total, total annular, and partial. During a total eclipse, the moon perfectly blocks out the sun's disk, because although the moon is 400 times smaller than the sun, it's also about 400 times closer to Earth, so it has the same apparent size in the sky. During totality, an effect called the ring of fire shows, where you can see the sun's corona, the plasma that the sun shoots out. The size of the moon's disk can vary, so when the moon appears smaller than the sun, an annular eclipse happens, showing a ring of light but little to no corona is visible. A partial eclipse always happens in some area during an eclipse, but is not always total. The moon passes through a portion of the sun, but never directly through its disk.
Lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse, also known as a blood moon, happens when it's a full moon and the moon's orbit goes into the shadows of the sun. A lunar eclipse can appear to change the color of the moon to red, yellow, and orange. The reason why the lunar eclipse can be different colors is because of different particles and clouds in Earth's atmosphere refract light, which changes the color of the light reflected into Earth's umbra. This then reflects the color into the moon. There are three types of lunar eclipses, based on the part of Earth's shadow the moon passes through. The penumbra is the outer shadow, where Earth doesn't fully block the sun's rays. An eclipse that is only the penumbra does not turn red, just darker. The umbra is the area where the Earth's shadow fully blocks the sun's rays, causing a full red eclipse when the moon passes through. In a partial eclipse, only part of the moon turns red, as only part of it goes through the umbra.